So we're here with Matthew Macklin at the Matchroom HQ in Brentwood. First of all, Matthew, similar weather to over in Spain today.
Yeah, nice. Lovely day. I didn't know whether to bring my shorts or flip-flops or what to do, but no, t-shirt will do and jeans, it won't be that hot.
And when was the contract signed with Matchroom, and what made you decide to go with Eddie Hearn and the Matchroom stable?
I was speaking for a while, and the last few weeks, and then it was very much on the same page with thinking, so it was a natural move. I think I've had a good run out in America, fought for the world title twice in my last 4 fights. Fought on a big card in Vegas against the world champion, come back with a win after the Golovkin fight in December against Lamar Ross, which was on HBO again. And then since then, it's been a frustrating 6 months. There was a lot of talk. It looked very likely that the Stern rematch was going to happen for early April. Then it was going to be May. Then nothing come of it. Then there was talk of Dublin. Nothing came of that. And obviously the Gill fight was signed and agreed, and I trained up for it. I was meant to fly out in a couple of days' time. Took over to the States for the fight, and then the show got scrapped. So it's been a frustrating period, but the last few weeks speaking with Eddie, and we're on the same page in regard to how to move forward. And I just thought it was a natural move. I think as much as I've enjoyed being over there, I think it's time to come back. I'm not sure if regroup's the right word, but I'm looking forward to the next chapter. I think Eddie's proven over the last couple of years that he really delivers for his fighters. It might take him a few fights, but he will deliver you an opportunity, and until he delivers it, he keeps you busy, keeps you active. You're not just sitting on the shelf. He's not just keeping you waiting while he negotiates a big fight. He keeps you going. Maybe it's a smaller fight, maybe it's 2 fights for the price of 1, but he keeps you busy. In that regard, I think that's when you perform best. Busy fighters are good fighters, and I've been busy for a long time, and I think you get around. I think when I fought Golovkin, I'd had 1 round in 15 months. Going into the Ross fight, I had something like less than 4 rounds in 2 years. It's impossible to perform to your best under those circumstances. So I'm looking forward to being busy now with Eddie, and not just from a fight point of view, from promoting you, getting your name out there, pushing you, creating opportunities. He's constantly beating the drum, and the busier you are, the more momentum your career gathers, and it's easier for opportunities to come up then.
Definitely. And I mean, your fight in Dublin, that's going to be your first fight this year, and you said you want to keep busy. How many times do you think we could see you out before the end of the year?
Well, definitely once, possibly twice, depending on what the fights are and how hard they are. But I think no point looking too far ahead. I think I just want to get this first fight out of the way, and then all going well, no cuts, no broken hands or anything like that. I want to get out as fast as possible. If there's a big fight there, great. If not, I'll take a smaller one. But I definitely want to stay busy. I don't want to be sitting idle. I want to be as busy as possible, because when I'm busy, I perform better.
Yeah, no, definitely. And in terms of Irish boxing, of course, fighting in Dublin, it's a really good time for Irish boxing, because Carl Frampton's fighting in September as well. So Ireland is going to have quite a few big boxing fights coming up. Yeah,
brilliant. I mean, there hasn't really been a big fight. I mean, Frampton's fights obviously, but up in Belfast, but it hasn't been a big fight, in Ireland since the Bernard-Dunn days, probably back in 2009. My last time I fought in Ireland was 2009. 4 years since I boxed in the UK. So, I'm looking forward to boxing, this side of the Atlantic. Yeah. Can't wait to box in Ireland again. All my family and friends can come and watch. And everyone from Birmingham, it's a 45-minute flight, so it's whereas they're going to watch in Vegas, it's a 12-hour flight. They probably have to get a hotel for a week to make it worthwhile. So it's expensive. It's difficult for people. I mean, they put their hands in their pocket when I fought for the Martinez fight. I had a great following. I think about 1,000 people came over from Ireland and England, but they can't keep doing it every time. So, but Dublin obviously, most people can drive, and the ones that are coming from Birmingham.
It's a great night out as well, Dublin.
It's a great night out. They can fly in on a Saturday and back on a Sunday, so it's not killing anyone, money-wise. And the atmosphere, I mean, the stadium holds just over 2,000, but the atmosphere, it's very intimate atmosphere, and I think the roof will come off on August 30th.
And you've got you've taken a lot of British fighters over to Spain. You've got your MGM gym over there. Could you tell us a bit about that? And are you still going to be using that as your main base?
Yeah, definitely. Jamie Moore was out there for the Morris fight. Come out and trained me 5-6 weeks before. He was out there, I think 6, 7, 8 weeks for the Gill fight, which fell through. He'll be out again. He brings Tommy Coyle with him. At the minute there's Bradley Saunders, there's Declan Geraghty, Anthony Fitzgerald, Thomas Stalker. But there's lots of James the Gale comes out and trains there sometimes. Derry Matthews, Steve Simmons. You know, so the gym's been buzzing. You know, of late. It's been busy. There's good sparring going on every other day, and you know, the weather's good. Always helps. So no, the gym's been buzzing at the minute, and I think, you know, we've only been going 2 years, so I think it's gonna. I think when people come over, they don't realise how, you know, the hospitality that they're shown. Everyone that works in the gym can't do enough for people. Bend over backwards to accommodate everyone, and I think people who have been. I've been impressed, and I think they want to come back. Anyone who's been definitely wants to come back again, and they're probably spreading the word. It's a great place to come. If you don't do your whole camp there, even just to break if you're doing a 10-week camp back in the UK, even to get away for 2 weeks in the middle of it, it breaks things up. So I think, you know, a lot of fighters are starting to use it, and also, you know, there could be 3 or 4 camps there at the same time. Everyone can mix in on the sparring, you know, so there's great sparring there as well.
Dan, what gave you the idea for starting up the MGM gym? Did you used to go out there before you started the gym for training?
I was going out there a lot. You know, a couple of my best friends were living out there. I was spending a lot of time in between training camps out there. You know, in my downtime, if you like, and when I fought my 10th world title, I'd been in New York from the September to the Christmas. Went to fight, didn't happen. Then I was out there from the January till the fight, which was Paddy's Day, and it was like, you know, I just got sick of living in short-term rented accommodation, hotels, and I just thought, you know what, the stage of my career now, I'm at a stage where, you know, you're in big fights, you're earning well, and I'd rather bring the trainer to me and let him be the one who stays in accommodation, and especially somewhere where you've got a lot of friends, you know, a lot of accommodation, everything's, you know, kind of laid out for you. The gym's there, and I thought, you know, well, the gym wasn't there then, but, you know, I thought, if we get a gym, there's, you know, people, there's pubs, clubs, accommodation, hotels, we can get deals and things. It's like, you know, it was a lot more practical. Only a couple of hours from the UK, so for James to come over, he can come over on a Monday, back on a Friday, and yeah, it was for me, it was a no-brainer.
Definitely. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much, Matthew, and best of luck with preparations and on fight night itself.
Lovely.